What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that performance? Very, very poor performance. Very, very poor performance from Chelsea. I've been supporting this club for almost 20 years now. And that performance was by far one of the worst performances I've seen from Chelsea in a very, 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 very long time. And yeah, I'm not even going to single certain people out. The players are to blame. Lampard is to blame. Bowley is to blame. These three factors is what is killing us this season. Let me take it one by one. The players first. The players don't play as if they care. They don't play as if they care. They don't play as if they are playing for the bag. They are playing for their money. They are playing for the check. That's all. They are just happy to be at the club and coast through the club and not give 100% to the club. Those who give 100% to the club are on the bench, and you are playing on the pitch as if we are the ones that are a small club. We are the ones that are a small club. Brighton has never won at Stamford Bridge, and today they get their first win at Stamford Bridge. This season there have been so many firsts for opponents. It's crazy, and I don't know whether that is some sort of record or what. I just don't understand. It's insane, because anytime we play against an opponent, they get their first. Either they get their first goal of the season, or they get their first win at Stamford Bridge, or they get their first win against Chelsea in so many years, or something. We've done that so many times this season. We had that so many times this season, and our performances in games have been so horrible. We're playing at Stamford Bridge, and it looked like we're playing away. We're playing at Stamford Bridge. It looked like we're playing away. From minute 1 to the end, Brighton dominated. They deserved that win. They fully deserved that win. They were organized. Their team was fully organized. Their attack was solid. Their defense was solid. They were very, very organized. There was just a small stint. I think it was like 5 minutes or like 6-7 minutes in the first half where we were trying to make things happen. I think it was Gallagher and Modric that were mainly doing it in that stint. But after that, nothing. They linked up and we got the goal. And even that goal was even a lucky goal. Gallagher struck the ball, and I think even if it hadn't deflected, it wasn't going in, because it looked like Sanchez had it covered. But that deflection was a wicked one, and it went in. And yes, we scored. We finally scored. We finally scored a goal, and it came from a deflection, a wicked deflection. We went 4 games without scoring a goal, and we finally scored a goal, and yeah, hooray, let's rejoice. But after that, nothing. After that, nothing. We just relaxed. We just went back into our comfort zone, which is sitting back. And even when we are sitting back, we're not even sitting back well. That Mitoma guy was just having fun with our defenders. Chalobah was bad today, and I think Badiashile was the only one. Badiashile and Modric are the ones that I would say that they were good in this game. They tried their best, but they actually did a lot to keep the Brighton players from scoring more goals, because they could have scored more goals in this game. They really could have scored more goals in this game. They had so many opportunities to score, and I think even if they had finished their chances off, they would have scored like 4 or 5 goals in this game. And yeah, Kepa in the beginning, I think the first half made some good saves, but again, I don't think Kepa should have started this game. Kepa didn't do well in the Madrid game. Why did he start this game? Bench him, bring Mendy, and the saves that he made, people are like, yes, he kept us in the game, in the game. But look at the saves that he made. He made like 2 very good saves from I think one was from a shot, and then one was from a header, and both of them were directed at him. He was there. He was close to the place, and it was directed at him. Don't you think Mendy would have made those saves? He would have. So I don't think it's a case for Kepa. It's a case for any goalkeeper being in that pitch. There are saves that any goalkeeper being there should make. But the one that makes you extraordinary, the one that makes you a good keeper, both of them went in. The header from the cross, he was just standing there, and it's from Welbeck's header. He was just standing there, and it just went to the right hand side, hit the post, and it went in. I think he thought it was going out, because the way he was standing there, the Welbeck jumped, so you knew that he was going to head the ball, but you were standing there as if you weren't expecting a header, and it just went in. And then the second one, the shot, we know that Kepa from long range, he's not going to take that. He's not going to save that shot. He's not going to. He was never going to save that shot. He wasn't. And when you look at the replay, anytime Kepa fails to save a shot like that, and you look at a replay, you see how close he is to getting it. But he's not. He doesn't have long arms. He doesn't have a long reach like Mendy. He doesn't also have the skill like Mendy too, because I feel like the way he jumps sometimes too lets him down a bit. But with Mendy, he would have been able to push that away. He would have been able to save that. We've seen Mendy make saves like that this season so many times. This season and last season, he made good saves like that so many times. So why bench Mendy all of a sudden, relegated Mendy to the bench and just leave him on the bench? This is what I don't get. This is what I don't get at all. But things have to change. Things have to change for the better from this club. And I'll get to it one by one, but these are the issues I have with the players. The players need to sit up. The players need to realize that they are playing for Chelsea Football Club. They are playing for Chelsea Football Club. They're not playing for a B-Tech Football Club or a C-League Football Club. They are playing for Chelsea. We play in the big leagues, but now it looks like we are playing Sunday League football and all that. We are at the middle of the table, and we are looking the part. We are looking like it. We are looking like a mid-table team, and we had such a bad season this time around. It's so bad. When the players go home and they check the table, don't they feel bad seeing where their position is? I don't know. Is it because they don't have strong mentalities, or they don't have a will to win, or they don't have a will to be the best, or what? We've had players in the past that won't settle for less. They won't settle for anything outside top four. And we are battling mid-table. We are having mid-table battles, and we are suffering. We are losing. That is so bad, and so disappointing that we are playing like this. It's so bad. Now let me come to Lampard. The selection that he made. I don't want to believe that Lampard made that selection. That is why I put Bowley 2 in that bracket, because I don't want to believe that Lampard made that selection. I feel like because there are certain things going on behind the club, Mendy is a bit difficult with his contract negotiations. Mount is also being difficult with his contract negotiations. So there have been some instruction from the higher ups saying that don't start these players, or don't start these players because they are being difficult, or don't do this, don't that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you want to sell them and make a profit, wouldn't you rather start them and let them do well? Then when you're selling them later on, they'll make a profit. Wouldn't that rather make sense? I'm not saying we should sell Mendy or Mount, but wouldn't that rather make sense? This is what I'm assuming is going on, because it doesn't look like Lampard is the one who's making those selections. But yeah, back to Lampard. The reason why I was happy that Lampard, apart from the fact that he's a club legend and I love that we reappointed him as a manager, the thing that I wanted him to do was to change the mentality of these players, or instill some passion in these players, to give them some confidence, to let them know what it means like to play for Chelsea, what it feels like to play for Chelsea, what Chelsea means, what the club means. We play in the big leagues, like I've said already. We play in the big leagues. We don't settle for less. These players, when they were at the club, John Terry, Bala, Krugba, Cech, Lampard, they had elite mentalities. We need players with such mentalities. We need players with that. So I thought Lampard was going to do that. I didn't think Lampard was going to all of a sudden revamp and change our form. No, I was hoping that he does, but I know he's not that kind of coach. He can't just come in and turn things around. He can't. But these players are good enough. So if you have a good enough tactics to play with them, they are going to win. They are going to play well. But it doesn't look like the confidence is even there. And yes, it's only been 3 games, so I don't want to jump the gun with Lampard. I think it's going to be here until the season ends, because, like I said, I don't think anybody else, like I said in previous videos, I don't think anybody else would have changed our team within 10 games. I don't think anybody else would have done that. People were mentioning Nuno. Do you think Nuno would have changed our team? Do you think Bielsa would have changed our team? Nobody would have done that. Who else were they mentioning? Rafa Benitez. Rafa Benitez would have done that. No, he wouldn't have done that. So I would have preferred being with Lampard than somebody else, because would have preferred being with Lampard who actually understands the club than somebody else. I don't want that. But Lampard has to do something and change this. He has to do something and change it. Whatever it is that he has in the bag, whatever it is that he has in his artillery, he needs to go and take it. He needs to go and get advice. He needs to change this team's mentality. Call Drogba, call Ashley Cole, call whoever it is, to talk to the players and let them understand what it means to play for Chelsea. That is it. Because right now they're not playing like they care. And then Bowley. I've said this before, but this man has killed our club. He has killed our club. Potter never asked for these players, but you signed these players for Potter to use. So it's like you signed new shiny toys, or you bought new shiny toys for somebody to play with, and the person doesn't know how to play with the toys. Give him players that he would be able to manage. Do you understand? Give him players that he'll be able to manage. And now we're also facing the same problems. Lampard also isn't managing these players well. And then on top too, they are interfering in affairs. You're an owner. You've hired a manager. Leave the manager to do their job, but don't interfere. Ever since it came out that during Tuchel's time, they were trying to interfere and tell Tuchel's the kind of tactics to play and stuff like that. I will not be surprised that they still do it till this day, because you see some of the lineups that Potter brings out, some of the lineup that Lampard has brought out, especially today. It doesn't seem like something that those managers would do. It's something that the higher ups have told them to do. And on top of that, when he came in, he got rid of the board. He got rid of what the core that has been managing Chelsea and running the club for so many years. You got rid of all of them, and then on top, you are getting rid of staff members in the club, just sacking everybody willy-nilly, bringing new faces, bringing people who are not even Chelsea fans. They come and take charge of certain positions in this team, bringing Brighton former employees and everything to come and manage this team. And they are not even Chelsea fans. They don't even understand what it means to be at Chelsea. They don't even understand the culture of the club. They only come and see the trophies and all that and watch highlights, but they don't understand what it's meant to be at the club. So if these new players come, who is going to orient them or orientate them? Who is going to do that? Who is going to take them through all that? Nobody. That's why I was hoping that Lampard would do that, but it didn't happen. And this season is gone. People were saying that it was good that Madrid scored us just to cut that. That's just some nonsense thing to even say. That it was good that Madrid scored us too, and so we can do something at Stamford Bridge. These players don't care where they play. They are going to play the same. They don't care whether they're at Stamford Bridge or wherever it is. They are going to play the same. And who is going to score the goals against Madrid? Who is going to score? No one is going to score the goals against Madrid. That's what the Madrid game. I've just written it off. I've just written it as something that will just have a formality. It's just a formality. We just go lose, come back home. If we win, I'll be really surprised if we win. I'll be really, really, really surprised. I'm sure everybody in football will be surprised if we win against Madrid. I don't think it's happening. But yeah, this game was a disappointment. We didn't do well in this game at all. Brighton dominated as if they were at home. And yeah, poor performance from us. Something has to change in this club. Something has to change. Something really, really has to change. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.